in this video. This is the video for class 10, lesson number 2, life process in living organism. In this chapter, we are going to learn about cell division. Okay, about the cell, we have studied in the previous standards, that is in 8th standard. We have learned about the structure of cell. Just we will revise that. In the cell, in the center there is a nucleus, and in nucleus there is a nucleolus, and nuclear membrane is present around the nucleus. Then around the nucleus, outer side, cytoplasm is present, and in cytoplasm many cell organelles are present, that is mitochondria, Golgi bodies, and so on. Many cell organelles that are present in cytoplasm. Now, in the nucleus, there are chromatin fibers. This is, and this chromatin fibers, they are invisible. We can't see them, but we can see them only at the time of cell division. These chromatin fibers at the time of cell division, they become converted into chromosomes. We'll see the structure of chromosome. This is a single chromosome. This chromosome, these are the arms of chromosome, and middle it is a centromere. The upper part of centromere we call it as a P arm, and the lower part of centromere we call it as a Q arm. This chromosome is made up of DNA. This part we have studied earlier. Now we will go to cell division. This cell division is mainly of the process of cell division occurs in 2 steps. The first step is karyokinesis and second is cytokinesis. And karyo means nucleus. Karyokinesis means the division of nucleus, and cytokinesis, cyto means cytoplasm, the division of cytoplasm. The process of cell division occurs in 2 steps. First step is karyokinesis, that is the division of nucleus, and second step is cytokinesis, that is the division of cytoplasm. This karyokinesis, and there are 2 types of cell division. First is mitosis and meiosis. In this video, we are learn about the mitosis. Now the process of mitosis occurs in 4 steps. Process of mitosis, that is karyokinesis process occurs in 4 steps. That 4 steps are: first is prophase, second one metaphase, third one anaphase, and fourth one is telophase. Let's learn about the prophase. That is the first step of karyokinesis. In prophase, say this is a cell, structure of cell. This is the nucleus. In nucleus, there are chromatin fibers. When the prophase starts, then what happens? In prophase, this nuclear membrane and nucleolus in the nucleus, they goes on disappear. This nuclear membrane and nucleolus, they goes on disappear. Then you know that there is a centriole in the plant cell. This centriole is duplicate. This centriole become duplicate, and one centriole begins toward the upper side, and second centriole begin toward the lower side. Just they move to start to moving. In prophase, this condensation of the chromosomes occur. the chromosomes are thin and long structures. When the process starts, then chromosomes, they condense. That means they become thick and short. These chromosomes become condensed. That means they become thick and short. This process begins. Then nuclear membrane and nucleolus, they start to disappear. The centriole get duplicates and one move toward the upper pole and another move toward the lower pole. This process starts. All these things that happen in prophase. Then next stage is metaphase. In this metaphase, this centriole there goes on opposite pole. Now this nuclear membrane and nucleolus, they start to disappear in prophase, that get fully disappeared in metaphase. Nuclear membrane and nucleolus, both are disappeared. Now these centrioles, they start to forming the spindle fibers. Centrioles starts to forming the spindle fibers. Spindle fibers are formed in metaphase. And all these chromosomes, which are become thick with their sister chromatids, all these chromosomes, they arrange on the equatorial plane. We can see in this figure, all these chromosomes, they get arranged in an equatorial plane and spindle fibers are formed. This is in metaphase. Now in anaphase, these spindle fibers, they start pulling. These spindle fibers pull this chromosome toward the upper side and this centriole starts pull this chromosomes toward the lower side. That means these spindle fibers, they pull the chromosomes. One is pulling toward the upper side, another is pulling toward the lower side. Then what happens? This chromosome, this get split. Chromosome get split and these chromosomes, they are called daughter chromosomes. That means one set of daughter chromosomes, they move toward the upper side and one set of daughter chromosomes, they move toward the lower side. That means two sets of chromosomes are formed. One set toward the upper side and one set toward the lower side. Two sets of chromosomes are formed. And both the sets, they reach toward the opposite pole. Two sets of chromosomes are formed and they get reach toward the opposite poles. This happens in anaphase. Now what the telophase? This telophase, here you can see in this diagram, in telophase, these sister chromatids, they reach toward the opposite pole and the spindle fibers, they get disappeared. Spindle fibers get disappeared and nuclear membrane is formed around this chromatids, about this sister chromatids. Now in telophase, the spindle fibers, they get disappeared and nuclear membrane is formed around the sister chromatids. That means two sets of chromosomes are formed in telophase. Here the process of karyokinesis completed. That means two sets of nuclei, they are formed in a single set. Two sets of nuclei, they are formed in a single cell. Here the process of karyokinesis is completed. Now when the process of karyokinesis is completed, the process of cytokinesis starts. In cytokinesis, see, now in this cell, two sets are formed. Then the cytoplasm, where it is present here, this cytoplasm, in cytoplasm one notch is formed. this notch gets deepened gradually. And after that, due to the result of that, two cells are formed. Two daughter cells are formed. When notch is present in cytoplasm, this notch gets deeper and deeper gradually, and then two daughter cells are formed. This is the process of cytokinesis. And in plant cell, instead of this notch, cell plate is formed. In animal cell, a notch is formed, and this notch deepens gradually, and two cells are formed at the result of cytokinesis. That means the process of mitosis is completed here. This is the process of mitosis. Now what about the significance of cell division? Why it is important? Cell division helps in growth. For the growth, cell division is most important, and to form the new organism from existing one, cell division is very important. And about the wound healings, it is also important, and due to the cell division, blood cells are formed. This is the significance of cell division. Now